If you're a digital marketer in India, you've probably asked yourself this 100 times. In a sea of so-called gurus and experts, how do you actually prove you know your stuff? The pressure's on, right? Well, one name keeps popping up, the Meta Blueprint certification. So today, we're going to figure out if this thing is a genuine career booster or just a really expensive piece of paper.
So let me paint you a picture. I want you to imagine this because it happens all the time. You're a freelancer, you're in the final round for an amazing client. We're talking a 2 lakh rupee a month ad budget. You've nailed the pitch, the chemistry is great, and then they lean in and ask that one simple question. You pause for a second, and that's it. The job goes to someone else who had that little blue badge. That's the world we're living.
Which brings us to the big question, the 12,500 rupee question, literally. Is this digital badge really worth that much? I mean, is it going to unlock those better clients? Is it going to get you a higher salary? Or is this just a really smart way for Meta to get more of our money? Let's actually break down the math and the strategy so you can decide what's right for you.
Okay, first things first. Let's get super clear on what you're actually paying for with this certification. Because, there's a lot of confusion out there.
Now, this is a really, really important distinction. Meta has tons of free online courses, right? Anyone can go and watch those videos. But the certification, that's totally different. It's a paid, timed, proctored exam where someone is literally watching you. Think of it like this. The free courses are the lectures, but the certification is the final exam that actually gets you the degree. It's the proof you didn't just watch the videos, you actually do the work.
So Meta has a few different certifications, but honestly, for most of us in performance marketing, it all boils down to these 3. The associate is your starting point, perfect if you're new. The media buying professional is for those of us who are an ads manager every single day, the ones actually running the campaigns. And then you've got media planning, which is more for the strategists, the team leads, the people designing the big picture plan.
Okay, let's talk about the real investment here. Because that fee you see on the website, well, that's just the beginning.
So you see the sticker price, right? About 12,500 rupees for one of the professional exams. That's what you pay to book your slot. But, and this is a big but, there's a catch. And here it is. This is the hidden cost that gets so many people. If you fail just once, you have to pay the entire fee all over again. There's no discount, no second chance price. Your investment just doubled to 25 grand. And that right there is why preparing properly isn't just a good idea, it's a financial strategy. And of course, we can't forget about your time. You've got to put in a solid 30 to 40 hours of serious study. Now, if you're a freelancer, that's 30 to 40 hours, you're not billing clients. That's real money you're not earning. It's a huge part of the total cost. So when you add it all up, the fee, the risk of a retake, your valuable time, you have to ask, does the math actually make sense? Let's get into the return on investment and see if this is going to be a profitable move for your career. Okay, this slide is basically your personal cheat sheet. It's a quick and dirty test to see which camp you fall into. Just look at the 2 lists and be really honest with yourself. If you're out there competing for clients or trying to stand out in a pile of resumes or managing decent-sized budgets, you're probably on the left. But if you're brand new or your boss only cares about raw results and nothing else, it might be smarter to wait. Now this is where it gets really powerful. These aren't just made-up numbers. This is what we're seeing on the ground. Freelancers are confidently charging 20 to 30% more. Job seekers have the leverage to ask for 10 to 15% more on their starting salary. And look at that last point. Just think about it. If the stuff you learn helps you get just 5% better at your job, on a 1 lakh per month budget, you've just saved your clients 60,000 rupees a year. The cert pays for itself over and over.
So what's the bottom line when you run all the numbers? For a freelancer who gets certified and actually uses it to their advantage, the estimated return on investment in the first year alone is somewhere between 180 and 280%. That's just a massive return. For the right person, this isn't an expense. It's one of the best investments you can make in yourself.
All right, so let's say you're on board. You've decided it's worth it. The next and maybe most important question is, how do you make absolutely sure you pass on that first attempt and avoid paying that painful retake fee? Let's walk through the game plan. Here it is, a simple 4-week plan that works. Week 1, just binge all the official Meta courses. Build that foundation. Week 2 is critical. You have to get your hands dirty. Get into a real ads manager account and actually apply what you learned. Theory alone will not get you through this. Week 3, hit those practice tests hard and figure out where you're weak. And week 4, you just simulate the real thing over and over until you're consistently scoring above 80%.
Do not book the exam until you hit that number.
And please avoid these classic, expensive mistakes. The biggest one? Getting cocky and taking the exam before you're ready. It's the fastest way to burn through 12,500 rupees. Use the official practice tests. They're your best friend. Make sure your internet and webcam work beforehand. And stick to the official meta study guides. So much third-party stuff is outdated. And when you're in the exam, trust your gut on those scenario questions. Just go with your first instinct.
Okay, we've gone through the what, the why, how much it really costs, and how to pass. So let's bring it all home. Let's make the final call for you, right here in 2026.
Here it is, boiled down to its simplest form. This is your final gut check. You go for it if you're in a competitive spot and you need that edge. You go for it if you manage enough money where small improvements mean big savings. But you hold off, for now, if you're just starting out or if your job is purely about the numbers and no one cares about badges. It's that simple.
And here's the most important thing to remember. A certification validates the skills you have, it doesn't create them out of thin air. It's a stamp of approval on the hard work you've already put in. The real value, the real ROI, comes from how you leverage that stamp in your proposals, in your interviews, and in your client pitches.
So, I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. A credential, like the Meta Blueprint certification, can absolutely open doors for you, no doubt about it. It'll get you the interview, it'll get your proposal to the top of the pile, but once you're in that room, it's your actual skill, your strategy, and your results that are going to keep you there.